Hello, my name is Britton Walker, and I'm currently a first-year RA living in Cypress Hall. Just a little bit about myself before I begin. I'm an honor student majoring in biochemistry, and I'm also a member of a few different clubs on campus such as BSU, AED, and Dance Marathon. Not only that, but I also participate in a couple of intramural sports on campus such as flag football and kickball, so I like to consider myself very involved around campus. With that said, as I was completing my self-eval during the fall semester, I noticed that I ranked myself very low when it comes to time management. After doing some reflection, I realized that I often found myself feeling like there were not enough hours in the day to complete all the tasks that I wanted to finish, or that I had to sacrifice doing one thing in order to fulfill a different obligation. Unfortunately, these feelings became a bit overwhelming about halfway throughout the fall semester. At that time, I remember having multiple assignments due, staff meetings, and responsibilities for different clubs all happening back to back, and it honestly made me feel a little bit anxious and stressed. Not to mention, being on call can sometimes be very unpredictable, and a simple phone call can turn into a multi-hour long ordeal. Fortunately for me, I was able to lean on my RC, GRC, and the rest of my staff to give me advice and help me work through my struggles. One of the biggest things that they taught me was to get organized and plan out all of my obligations. During a one-on-one meeting with my GRC, we talked about ways to improve my time management, and she introduced the idea of using a planner in order to get more organized. Although I had heard of this idea a countless number of times, I never really believed that it could truly work for me personally. To my surprise, as soon as I started to plan out my days, I noticed that I actually did have time to complete all my responsibilities in my academic, social, and personal life, which in turn helped my anxiety and my stress to decrease significantly. I went from feeling like there were never enough hours in the day to actually having a little bit of free time to engage in my hobbies and even explore new ones. Now that the spring semester has begun, I am fully committed to avoiding the same mistakes that I made last semester by utilizing a planner as well as putting important events and due dates into the Outlook calendar. Not only that, but I also utilize to-do lists in order to make my daily responsibilities more manageable. I also made sure to build in some free time throughout each day so that I can relax and not feel so overwhelmed and stressed. By implementing these tactics into my routine from the start of the semester instead of during the middle of the semester, I am very confident that I will have a much easier time juggling all my different responsibilities, and overall my life should feel smoother and much more relaxed. I am so thankful to be in the RA role because it has allowed me to better myself, and now I can take what I have learned and share it with my residents as well as anyone else who may start to experience the same feelings that I once had. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video, and I cannot wait to return into this position next year and continue helping others grow as I continue to grow myself.